Welcome everyone to another Zija Super Saturday, and this is our Zija Summit post-convention training. So welcome to Summit, or at least this online post-Summit experience. So I want to just take you through some of the things that we experienced in General Session 1 and 2, and I'm not going to take you through the whole event. It was a 3-day event, and there was so much that you missed if you weren't there. But I see lots of you that are calling in that were there. So let me just take you through some of the stuff very quickly. This is an overview that you missed. So first of all, we start off, of course, with our own Ryan Palmer, the CEO, and he took us through some really great information. He was talking about what is success, and so there's the definition out there of what success is, but he has his own version that goes beyond what we've learned about success. A quote, of course, from Dr. Wayne Dyer that we all know and love: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So one thing he talked about was the glass half empty or half full. Which are you? So type it, actually, in the chat room, whether or not you're a half full kind of person or half empty. And, of course, there's a lot of conversation about whether you're half full or you're half empty, but what he said was it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's half full. It doesn't matter if it's half empty. The only thing that matters is we want to fill the glass. So whether it's starting half full or starting half empty, we want to fill the glass. So that is our goal. Let's fill the glass. And that's what a lot of this weekend was all about. Dan Clark actually made the quote: people who look at the glass as half empty or half full are missing the point. Thinking positively or negatively does not fill the glass. The pouring does. It's easier to act your way into positive thinking than to think your way into positive action. It is not the sugar that makes the tea sweet. It's the stirring. It's the process of taking action. And I absolutely love this quote because that's exactly right. You know, for years and years, there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of books out there and about positive thinking, and absolutely we should all practice positive thinking for sure. We should all practice visualization. We should all have dream boards. We should all write our goals. We should all have those goals all over the place so that we can really focus on the positive thing and what we want. But the mere act of positive thinking, the mere act of positive affirmations, the mere act of writing your goals and creating your dream board is not what fills the glass. Taking action does. So we want to do all that, and we want to take action. So lots of awesome stuff that we learned. God's greatest gift to you is your unlimited potential, and your greatest gift to God is to use that potential to the fullest. James Arthur Ray. I love that quote also. We've been given unlimited potential, but what are we doing to say thank you for that? Are we living up to it? Are we taking action? So, therefore, success is achievement or potential divided by achievement. So, revolution. We've heard a lot about the natural health revolution. And, of course, the revolution is a group of individuals unified by a common purpose in rebellion against a common enemy. Our common enemy out there is the world that we live in, the diets, the additives in food, the sugar, the things that are causing us to be sick, the fact that we don't have nutrition in our food today. The world out there, the common enemy is status quo, is living a mundane life. The common enemy is dream stealers. So we are in a revolution against that, to take charge of our own health, to take charge of our own life, to live up to our potential to the fullest. We also talked about the top fears of Americans in 2017. And so our top fears out there: corrupt government officials, the American Health Care Act. Number 3 on the list is pollution of our oceans, rivers, and lakes. Number 4 is pollution of drinking water. Number 5 is not having enough money for the future. 6 is high medical bills. These are all things that can actually be changed by taking part in the natural health care revolution. So we've got a product that we just announced that's going to address a lot of these fears, and we have an opportunity that will address these fears as well. So we're going to go right to, I'm going to start with, before we do that, I'm going to start with Jaron Dastrup. He talked a lot about the Zija Miracle Foundation, and so they had a Zija Miracle 5K, which I actually ran in. Everybody, all those naysayers out there that know me, that know I'm not a morning person, I don't like going out in the cold, and especially with 4 days of events and no sleep whatsoever, and living in the high altitude when I'm missing half a lung. All those reasons are reasons why I could have used as my excuse not to go. Absolutely could have used it. I had valid excuses. Nobody would have faulted me whatsoever, but I did it for one reason. I did it because I didn't want to do it. And I have known and learned from experiences in my life that when I do the things that are not fun, that I actually don't want to do, huge blessings happen. And there's a video on the YouTube channel of Zija that shows a little 5K recap. And I have to say that in this experience, my sister Kathy Henline is in the chat room, I see. We did this together with my daughter Holly, with a lot of people from Zija Nation, and it was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. Through all of this, by the way, I think there were 600 or 700 people that did this. It was amazing. So I finished probably somewhere in the middle, like 45 minutes. But instead of getting on the bus and going back to the hotel and getting ready, I thought, I want to stay for my sister, right? She went and did this, and she had a knee brace on, and she had to walk it, and she couldn't run it, so I knew she would be a little bit longer. So Holly and I waited for the last runner to come in. We decided we're going to cheer everybody on and be there. Well, the second to the last person to finish was this amazing young man who only had one leg. He had been in a car accident and had been amputated. He had been through hell and back, as you can imagine, with the physical condition. This was his first time. He did the 5K on crutches and finished in, I believe it was, an hour and 15 minutes. But guess who came in last? The person who came in last is my sister, who I was waiting for, and it wasn't because of the knee brace. It was because she was enjoying the experience along the way. She was talking with people. She was enjoying people out there with her pets. And I said, this last person came in last because she's prospecting. People asked her about what's going on with this 5K, and she was telling people about Zija. So I thought it was amazing. But I got to see this young man come in, and lots of people waited to the very, very end. And when they saw him coming, we all ran to meet him, and we all came in with them together, and I'm actually getting emotional, so I need to stop. But I would not have had that experience had I not decided I'm going to do this thing. I don't want to do it. I don't like the cold. I don't like the mornings. I didn't get any sleep the night before, but I took a lot of SM3 that weekend. But it was a life-changing experience for me and for my daughter and for so many people who participated. So when you're thinking about the Zija business and talking to people and stuff, and it's uncomfortable and all of that, just do it anyway. Because if you do, you're going to have some amazing experiences. Your life will be changed forever. So that was the Zija Miracle 5K that we did on Saturday. But we also announced, by the way, our Natural Health Revolution ambassadors. So this was last year's ambassadors. Every year, Zija puts in, everybody can submit an application and say why they should be an ambassador for the year. And these ambassadors actually are paid by Zija to go out and to promote and to teach and to do meetings and to be out there in the field. They're all trained on exactly what to say. They're all on the same page. And there are Natural Health Revolution ambassadors. So they picked this year's, and this is a wonderful group of people. So if you see any of these people coming anywhere near you in your town, you want to get out to that event for sure. And make friends with them on Facebook and stay in touch with what they're doing, because they're going to be leading the Natural Health Revolution this year. So let's go back to the Zija Miracle Foundation a moment, and they recap, Jerem Dastrup, this is his near and dear thing to his heart, recaps some of the stuff that they've done just this year. The natural disaster cleanup, they were in Florida, they were in Texas, they were in Puerto Rico. They did a trip to India to orphanages and helped there. Jamaica, again, an orphanage, and they did all kinds of stuff. They not only brought them supplies, but they also built a fence around this particular orphanage because they found out that their biggest problem that they had were sexual predators in the middle of the night climbing the fence and getting in. And when they heard that, everybody dropped what they were doing. And we have these experiences on diamond trips, by the way. So this was either last year or the year before his diamond experience, but everybody dropped what they were doing and built a fence. They actually went out and used rocks. They didn't have enough hammers or tools or whatever they could find to just get the job done because they were united in this cause of protecting these children. They had an event in Mexico that was also incredible, and so actually the India one was 2017. So they have events every single year, and every single year we can participate in these events if we go diamond. Diamonds and above get to participate in this. By the way, in the upper left-hand corner is the Ask a Question box. So any questions that you have, put them in that box. I don't miss them, but I just noticed one about the ambassador schedule. So you just go to zijaevents.com, and you'll see all the events that are open to all of Zija Nation and who's going to be the speakers at those events. So guess what they introduced, the Zija Miracle Foundation product, the Zija Meal Pack program. Now, those of you who were involved with us in our Zango family know all about the Zija Meal Pack program. Done a lot of good with this. Zija has it. They've reformulated, adding moringa, of course, and you can buy either a 20-meal donation for $60, or you can buy a 40-meal donation for $120. And, of course, this is the time of the year as we get towards the end of November where people are in a very loving, giving, charitable mood, and it's an easy thing to get people to make commitments to purchase a meal pack. So let's see how many meal packs that you can get by the end of the year. And, of course, they all come with PV, so we all get paid for promoting the meal pack. And so some people might ask about getting paid. This is a business tool. We can build a business using this and feed a lot of children along the way. So what we're doing here is leveraging ourselves. So instead of just donating a meal pack, which I immediately added one to my auto ship, and I think we all should, and if we're brand new, it could be part of our auto ship. But once we're profitable and making money, it should be in addition to our auto ship, a whole separate auto ship, because we're giving extra, not just part of our qualifications. So, but right now, when you're brand new and first starting out, if you wanted to make this part of your qualification, you can, until you're able to do it in addition to the products that you purchase every single month for your personal consumption. And then you might start off with a $60 pack. Maybe you'll go to a $120 pack. But if you get 3 people to donate a meal pack, or 5 people, or 6 people, at least 2 people with 2 donations, they come in the business, sponsor one left, one right, you could be qualified if it was the $120 meal pack. So this is a wonderful program, and of course, Zija pays out 50%, and 50% of the cost of this, of the PV, is paid out in commissions to the field. So think about it. If you leverage yourself with 2, 3, 4, 5 people who get 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and so on, we could build a massive network where people can make lots of money while they're doing good and feeding lots more children. Basically, you could feed an entire village just by doing a meal pack every month, donating one every month, and getting 2 others to do the same. So I'm really excited about that, and of course they'll be doing a lot to promote the meal pack just like we're used to. There is a donation form, by the way, on the website, and you can get that at ZijaInternational.com. All right, Dr. Plant, this is finishing out the first session, General Session 1, was Dr. Plant. Of course, we're really excited because we've been hearing about what was coming. And so he talked a lot about the Product Advisory Council. So it was the Product Advisory Council that introduced and launched all the products that were in their respective fields. So he introduced them. Of course, we want to plug in every weekday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time to the Natural Health Revolution Education Series, and you can find that at facebook.com/Dr. Joshua Plant. And if you click on videos, you'll see everything that you've missed. And you certainly want to plug in and watch every single one that was this week if you missed them, because they're talking about products that were just introduced. We also introduced the Zija blog. So it's blog.zijainternational.com. And on this blog, oh my goodness, there are so many articles and the simple solutions. I love the simple solutions. It's just all those Ameo essential oils videos that are just, I'm loving learning about that. But there's personal development, health and fitness, infographics, and there's lots of great articles that you can share with other people to educate them. And the articles, 3 Habits to Happiness, that's under personal development. There's just wonderful stuff. So join the newsletter, sign up, subscribe, follow them on whatever social media outlets that you use, and share with your team and make sure that they're all plugged in as well. So clean water, a global concern. 780 million people lack access to clean water. 85 man-made chemicals in tap water test in the U.S. 46 million Americans have trace amounts of pharmaceuticals in their water, and diluted drug residues found in tap water. So the filtration system that we have for our tap water was based on the problems with the tap water, in some cases, a decade or more ago. And, of course, the more stuff, people flushing medications down the toilet or just washing your hands with, or cleaning products, chemicals. There's just so much stuff that's happening right now. And toxins galore in our drinking water, a lot more than there used to be years ago when they first started filtering it. So some people turn to bottled water. They say the average household spends $60 a month on bottled water, and there's 1.6 million tons of plastic from bottled waters in our lakes and streams and roadways. So this is a big problem. And, of course, the answer, Moringa oleifera. How does it clean our water? It's in the seeds, it's MOCP, Moringa oleifera cationic protein. It binds with the toxic sediments. It also kills the bacteria. And so we got an amazing product, guys. It says kind of as a little example of how it does that. But here we have the More Clear filter. This was the only product that in the meal pack that was introduced in General Session 1. So we've seen a lot about this. They had a little comparison, which I thought was pretty incredible, comparing the More Clear unit to a lot of the things that you can get out there, to an ionizer, to the basic refrigerator filter, to those pitchers that a lot of people get, the advanced fridge filters, the under-the-sink reverse osmosis systems, and the faucet filter. So you can see that the More Clear unit does more than any of these other units. It'll actually raise our pH level, which is something that an ionizer will do, but nothing else will do. This is an incredible unit. Everybody should have one, and it's going to be the easiest thing you ever sold. If you go in and do a presentation, most of these systems, you're going to spend $2,000, $4,000, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 on systems to filter your water, but this does more than that. It's actually a purification system. And using the seeds, and there's a YouTube video that shows how the seeds clean the water, regardless of our More Clear unit. It so happens that Zija knows about the moringas, brought the moringa to market, and has known about the power of this. But if you look, there's a video on our YouTube channel, and I'll show you at the end, where it's just a video from a conference, I think in 2012, not anything to do with Zija, but they're showing how you can use moringa seeds to filter water, and they did an example with water from the Amazon. It's all cloudy and dirty, and they just stir a teaspoon of seeds in there. It's time-lapse, and you just see the water completely purified. It's incredible. So we have an amazing unit. People will buy them. From there, they're going to get on an auto ship because they're going to need to replace their filters. So every month, the moringa filter needs to be replaced. And that's got 20 points on it. So once they're on a 20-point auto ship, then we can obviously continue sharing the other products with them. What would you like to put in your water? Would you like to have some hydrate, which everybody should have? Would you like to, and tell them about the moringa oleifera, and we'll end up getting them from there on a 100-point, 200-point order, which then they can get daily 5 for free. So it's a journey. So that was General Session 1. Now let me pull up the General Session 2 slides, and we will show you the rest of the products. Alrighty, almost there. And just kidding, I only thought I was almost there. The secret is trying to make them the same size. Okay. So General Session number 2. General Session number 2 is where we met all the rest of our products. And the first group of products was introduced by Dr. Vaughn Johnson of our Product Advisory Council. And so he was introducing all the new core moringa supplements. Starting with, our slides are a little goofed up, so apologize for this. Let me just fix it on the go. So he talked first about this natural health revolution. What does it really mean? We need to eat real food, not processed, not dehydrated, not junk food, fast food, but real food. We need to hydrate. We need to get enough sleep. We need to do exercise or at least move. It doesn't have to be like go to the gym and be a gym rat, but we need to move our bodies, and we need to supplement. So let's look at some of the new things in the supplement arena. The first one they introduced was Essentials. This is an optimal aging formula. This is actually a product from Kivana, which has been updated and reformulated with moringa, of course. And there's a lot of incredible benefits. We're going to be learning more about this. There's videos and product information on the website. I'll show you where those are. Lots of training that is coming. I think I'm on the wrong slide presentation, so hang on just one second. I'm going to pause this and pull up the other one. All right, guys, I'm so glad we're family here. So you can bear with me a little bit. Okay. Oh, and I think we're live, so that's even more embarrassing. Resizing. And here we go. Okay, Dr. Johnson introduced the core moringa products, Essentials. So Essentials is for anti-aging, and it helps with anti-inflammatories, and this is a pretty amazing thing. It comes in a little packet, like powder, and you just pour a little powder on your tongue. It dissolves. You wait for it to dissolve, swallow it down. And so all throughout the day, I've got a place where I have my stick sitting, and by the end of the night, I'll finish it. But I'm just putting a little more in my mouth. You wait for it to all completely dissolve, and then you can have whatever you want to drink. But it's pretty incredible, and it is a $79 wholesale product that has 50 PV. And here's some of the key ingredients in it. It's got this, I don't even know half of these things. Obviously, I know Korean ginseng. They have a white Korean ginseng. But there's this immortality herb, and if you Google this herb, it's pretty powerful. as well as all the other ingredients that are in there. But let me just go through these kind of quickly because I do have a special guest that's going to be joining us soon. And all these product information is on the website, and I'll show you where to get it. So they introduced Prime. Prime was another product that came over from Kivana. Prime is very similar to a Zango product called Ignite because it has the beetroot powder and other ingredients that help the body. It's a cardiovascular vasodilator. And so it's going to promote longevity also. It's got that blood flow that it increases for all the organs, which means your brain is going to function better as well. Plus, by putting all the oxygen into all the different parts of the body, everything in the body works better. Everything in the body works better, which is why some men really enjoy the Prime, and so do some women. I'll just let you think about that one. But the product summary is all online. The ingredients, everything is all online, so you can see what this product is. But this is an incredible product with incredible results. Now, Nikki Johnson, she is the one who introduced all of our Ripsticks supplements that have been added to the mix. And, of course, my favorite new addition to the Ripsticks family is the Ripsticks Limitless. And this, of course, was a product that came from Zango that's been reformulated to add the Moringa oleifera. And they actually made it green, Zija green. They made the flavor coconut lime. I got to tell you, I love the citrus, but I love the coconut lime even more. It's just so delicious. So this is something that wholesales for $45. It has 30 points on it. And, of course, we know we can build a huge business with people who are drinking energy drinks, and our product compares so favorably as it only has 4 calories and no carbs, I believe. No, 4 carbs, 15 calories, and less than a gram of sugar. So this is a pretty incredible product. Our Limitless, of course, we know what it does. It has the GABA, it has the mangosteen, but it has the Moringa oleifera in it now as well. She also introduced Hydrate. Hydrate is kind of like replacing Gatorade, except for it's healthy. And if you've ever tested Gatorade in your little water systems or pH or whatever, Gatorade is one of the worst things that you can drink. But, of course, worse than that are all the sugars and stuff that are out there and all the sodas. And people like to drink something other than water. So Hydrate is a wonderful, you can't get enough Hydrate. This is a wonderful product. It's $60 wholesale. It's 30 points. We have the new Glacier formula, which they introduced a couple of flavors, pomegranate and Glacier, and said to take a vote who liked which, and Glacier won. But those of you like pomegranate, it's still available. It's just available in the tub. It's just Glacier's available in the stick. So this is a pretty incredible product. People are going to love it. You're going to hand it out. They're going to want more because it tastes so good and replaces all of our electrolytes and there's some of the ingredients. So that is the Ripsticks Glacier. Next, Dr. Scott Johnson. He introduced all of our new essential oils. So let's look at what's new to the essential oil family, or at least a Mayo brand, because one of my favorite things that just came out is the Pro Shield. The Pro Shield throat lozenges. These are so yummy. You can use them, obviously, as a cough drop because it definitely is, or if you're starting to get sick, you can use it because it's got the Pro Shield in it, and it's going to help boost up our immune system. Or you can just have one every single day, especially during flu and cold season, but I end up having them multiple times a day. So these are just absolutely yummy and delicious. Of course, the ingredients, they're all available online. And you can get a 30-count bag for $12.50 with 9 points. So that's a pretty amazing product. And this would be a wonderful product during the holidays when you're shopping for gifts for your neighbors, the mailman, somebody that you don't want to spend a ton of money on, but you just want to get them a little thank you gift at the end of the year when the holidays come. This would be a wonderful gift to give people. And they introduced a couple new essential oils. We have the Scotch Pine. Again, all of this stuff is online, but I'm just kind of showing you some of the stuff that they introduced during the breakout sessions as well as from the stage. but it is $18 wholesale with 14 PV. And then our Blue Tansy. This is an incredible product. I didn't know anything about it at all, but it's a rare seasonal essential oil. It's hard to even come across, so very rare, and it has all kinds of health benefits, which is really interesting. Dr. Johnson had mentioned how he had dropped weights on his leg, which went down his leg. It skimmed it, it bruised it. It would have been horrible, but he put the Blue Tansy on, and later that day, nothing. No abrasions, they were gone. No bruise happened. It didn't hurt anymore. This is an incredible thing. So Blue Tansy, lots of benefits and stuff with this, and you're going to go online and you're going to look at all of that. But it also offers respiratory support. So this is something that they recommend using in addition to Breathe in the wintertime if you struggle with breathing. This is something that I struggle with. So whether it's because you're sick, because you're in altitude, or because something happens, this would be a great product to have on hand. There's so much information on it out there, but it is $79.50 with 61 PV. But this is something that will last you for a long, long, long time because you're going to mix it, all of these oils, and they teach you this to mix in with the coconut oil, and you can buy the fractionated coconut oil from Zija too. So that's an incredible one. And then the Embolden, this Embolden blend helps you with focus and confidence. Plus it also has a lot of skin benefits and stuff as well. And it also helps with serenity and calmness. There's a lot of amazing things about the Embolden blend. And so this is also something that's going to last you a long, long time. There's some of the key ingredients in there, and I'm not even going to try to say any of them, but they're all online, and we'll show you where to get those. So just more information on the Embolden. It is $31.50 with 25 points. So they also introduced, they're going to have a Zija Mastery course. This is something that Dr. Johnson, Scott Johnson, is doing. So stay tuned and look for that. It'll all be launching probably the beginning of the year, where you can become a Zija product master by going through the mastery course. So that was pretty awesome. And there's going to be 4 product-centric training modules. So our Naturally Nourish module, of course, that will be with our core Moringa products, our Naturally Condition with our Herb Sticks products, Naturally Enhance, and that's our Gen M personal care products, and Naturally Restore is our essential oil products. So be looking for that. And then closing up in General Session 2 was our own Shelley McGuire. Oh, wow, Shelley is on fire. She is so excited because, of course, they've done something powerful with the 2-Minute Miracle, and we're going to talk about that in a sec. But she did a lot of training. She had some workouts or breakouts all day long, plus the main stage, and she talked a lot about these anti-aging products. So she talks a lot about all the Gen M personal care products. She's representing the entire brand and is completely instrumental in all of these products that are coming out, coming to market. But the new ones that just got launched is the pericarp oil. Again, if you come from the Zango family, you know what the pericarp oil is. This is an extract from the mango steam. And this pericarp oil is also a collagen boost oil. So again, reformulation. It is $45 with 30 points. And another product that originally came over from Zango, but all reformulated now with the Moringa, is our body bar. So we have our natural body bar out there, and we have a phytozan complex. This is what's going into all of our new products, including our 2-Minute Miracle. And what it is it's Moringa, the seed oil, the pericarp oil, and the pericarp ferment, which is something we'll be learning a lot more about. And you're going to see this phytozan complex going into all of our Gen M products. And, of course, the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. So this product, I still have lots of 2-Minute Miracle. This came from Zango as well. I have lots of it. I love the product. It works great. It demonstrates very well. Within less than 2 minutes, somebody can actually use 7 products in one, and look incredible. It works 100% of the time on 100% of the people, and this is something that we know and love. And when I tried the products, the new products, I don't know if I'm going to use my 2-minute miracle from Sango, because this Moringa oleifera, wow, what a difference. Like, it's even more dramatic. It's even more incredible, which I was very surprised that it was going to be so much more incredible. Okay, as I'm saying this, you can tell I'm trying to pull up another slide here, so just give me 1 second. I'm almost there. I wanted to pull up some of the 2-minute miracle slides. All right, you think it wouldn't be so hard to put slides together, but I had a difficult time with it, so I just decided to have all these different slides. Okay, so back to the 2-minute miracle, the ingredients now. Of course, we have the mangosteen, but we also have the moringa. And we have all kinds of other products that are in there that are ingredients such as aloe vera and blue-green algae and green tea and things that we know are so beneficial for the skin. So we taught a lot, and there's a lot on the website now to teach us how the product works, how to do a demonstration. The product is $39.95 with 28 points, and you can get the single-use sachets. They're available 30 counts. All these products will be available individually on the 11th. Right now, and I'll show you where you can get that, there's a convention pack that you can buy with all of the new products, and there's a huge discount on them as well. So I would recommend getting the pack now, and then we'll be able to sell individual products on the 11th. So again, what is it? 7-in-1. It's a cleanser, toner, exfoliator. It's a hydrator. It's a brightener. It's a pore minimizer. It's a primer. It works 100% of the time on 100% of the people. And you can do a demonstration on somebody's hand. They can compare the two of them. You can do that anywhere, in a restaurant, a store. People look at their hands and go, oh my gosh, and they all want to buy one. So this is something that we recommend that you buy lots of and that you sample out. And again, a great holiday gift for people at that budget level. So we love our new 2-minute miracle gel. And of course, we want to tune into the Beyond Beauty Report, which Shelley does every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time as part of our Natural Health Revolution education series. So I believe that is all of the products. I'm just scrolling through real quick to make sure. And by the way, I'm going to go back to the More Claire for just a moment, because there's a lot of training that's on this, and I'm going to show you where you can get all of that. But they did a lot of training on how to set it up, common items to check. When you first get your unit, you're going to filter through 4 tanks before you start using it and drinking it. And that first one, it's really incredible. It comes out all cloudy because it's the carbon filter and all of that. And Dr. Plant said, use that and water your plants with it. It's like an incredible fertilizer that's just going to jumpstart, make your plants go crazy. So you only get that once a month when you run the filter through the very first time each month. So you want to do that. Tells you how to take care of the water tanks, the water chemistry. So here's what's interesting is it'll raise the points of the pH balance of your water. The average tap water is over 7 points, because legally it has to be 7.0 to even be legal. Not only do we have to purify the water, filter the water, take out the chemicals and all that, our tap water, but it has to be at least 7.0. And so this is a slide that shows you what, so that's the tap water at Zija, 7.3. And so there's a lot of water like Dasani, 7.0, Arrowhead, 7.3, Smart Water, 7.4. And then you can buy this Kroger alkaline water, if you can find it somewhere, 9.8. And then it shows you some of the other things that you might be drinking out there. That diet grape juice, V8 juice, they're in the 3-point-somethings, light beer, 5.0. But then we're going to, if you put it through the filter, what does it come out to? And so it's all going to raise the points of your pH. No matter what your pH is, it's going to raise it. And so we're going to have the ability to raise the alkaline in our water, as well as add these amazing ingredients or health benefits from the moringa seeds. It's going to give us some amazing minerals. It's going to taste absolutely delicious. And they say don't try it at home. Do not put Diet Coke in your machine at home. They have the videos. They're doing the demonstrations. You can show that to a friend or a prospect, but don't do it in your own unit because it'll void your warranty, because the filter's not meant to do that. So if you end up using your machine to do demonstrations, you might have to replace the filter every time. So don't try it at home. Plug into the tools and stuff that are available out there, and then this will be a no-brainer to bring people in for the more clear units. And then from there you can upgrade to all the products. All right, we're just about towards the end. We're going to take questions at the end. I see some questions. But before I get to that, I have a guest on because there was something very powerful that was just introduced. And we're not going to go through a whole training on this right now. We're going to have a training actually next week. But what I wanted to do is have you see this powerful new tool that was just introduced and meet the person behind it. So this is McKinley Oswald from Sound Concepts, who we just did something very, very powerful with our Natural Health Revolution app that we get from Sound Concepts, which is our third-party app that allows us to put contacts in and send them information, track it, see if they've watched it, videos, documents, if they've opened it. We've been using it for the whole time we've been in. We love it. But now they just added sampling. So, McKinley, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Collie, how are you?
I am amazing. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Are you just on the phone, or are you in the meeting room by any chance? Can you see my slides?
Yes, I can see your slides.
All right, perfect. So you can tell me if there's particular slides that you want me to show, because this is your presentation from your breakout session. I can go through them all real quickly.
Perfect. Yeah, let's jump through, and I'll just tell you to stop. So on the system, the NHR app has been available for the past year, and like Collie mentioned, it's a great tool that allows you to get notifications when your contacts interact with videos. It's great to send PDFs, has all the product sheets in there, so when you send those out, you get notifications back. This shows you some of the numbers over the past year. You know, it's now, and since convention, we're getting really close to 100,000 prospects that have been introduced to Zija. You know, you can see, tens of thousands of texts, emails, social posts that have all been done through the app. So there's tons of activity taking place, and the best part is you get the notifications and the insight letting you know how your contacts are interacting with the content, and you also get that notification in the moment so that you follow up when it's on their mind. You now see the top 5 digital asset shares through the app. These are some of the videos. Also, Prosper Magazine, there's some great articles on Moringa and on the science behind Moringa that are really popular to share. Over the past week since convention, the 2-minute miracle assets have been the top items that have been shared. So very powerful tools to send out. You can text them out and then get notifications when they come back. We now have launched, if you'll jump to the next one, Collie, we've launched through the system sampling. And so, the NHR app is now getting even better, where we now have a full sample system for 2-minute miracle and for XM Plus that's built in. Now, the cool thing with the app is you have these 2 sample sites that you can text out to people. So you can text them a link to your site, and with 2-minute miracle, for example, you could say, hey, my company just launched this product, and they're giving away samples for a short time. All you have to do is pay the shipping and handling. Go here to my site to get your free sample while they're available. Text that out, and you're going to get a great response. You're also going to get notifications when your contacts visit the site and if they pay for the sample. Now, skip to the next one, will you, Collie? The cool thing about the system is there's a real science behind this. So Costco did a case study on sampling, and they showed that sales increased for brands that were sampled through their stores. Nearly 400% was the average, some as high as 2,000%, and they increased in every single category. Now, the logic behind this, they had this case study had a behavioral psychologist take a look at the numbers and the data. And he came away with two things that the slides show coming up. The first is that people feel a feeling of reciprocity when they sample your product. If you give them something for free, and even if it is free, just pay the shipping and handling, they feel like they need to get back. And so you see purchases that come back. And we're seeing that through our system. We use this in the industry with dozens of companies, and we're seeing nearly a 30% conversion rate from the autoresponder follow-up emails that I'll talk about in a minute. And then the second thing that they see is that it creates a craving. The 2-Minute Miracle is a great example because this product is something that people experience, they notice the difference, and then it creates that craving. So let's jump ahead a couple slides, Kali. I want to show what the sampling system does. So let's say you text out that 2-Minute Miracle sample to someone. When you text it out, they're going to get you're going to get a notification coming back that they went there. If they place the purchase, you are actually, right here, this is perfect. This is what is sent out to them. They get a mailer sent to them. It's a custom letter that has your information on letterhead, either on Zija letterhead for XM Plus or in 2-Minute Miracle letterhead for the 2-Minute Miracle. It has your information, it has your replicated site, shows your return address, so a really impressive piece that they get. In addition, if you'll jump forward, Kali, they also get follow-up emails. So there's an automated follow-up email system, 6 emails over a period of 2 weeks, educating them about the product, sharing PDFs and videos and testimonials, and then also sharing with them your replicated site. And so the cool thing there is that's where the conversion comes into place. You can see here, they come to your site. You can also, one of the things that we'll cover in the training next week, you can also send samples out. So people can go and buy samples, but through the system, you can also go in. If you have, let's say, 10 people that you know would be interested in trying the product, or as Kali mentioned earlier, around the holidays, if you want to give a gift, a free sample that costs you $5 is a great gift to send to someone. And then you could just text them and let them know, hey, I'm sending you a free sample. I think you're going to love it. Hope you have great holidays, and put your name on it in the text. And then we're going to send the sample out to them. They receive it. They get the follow-up emails. They place an order, and you get the commission. So imagine for you the follow-up system working and sending out all these samples, also driving people to your site for them to order samples. But then also imagine this happening within your team. Let's say you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 team members doing the same, the type of activity that it can create, the loyal customers that it can create, and also the team commissions that come from it. So the sampling system is a very powerful tool. If you go to thezijarevolution.com, you can sign up for it. Just tap on sign up at the top of thezijarevolution.com, and it'll walk you through the steps to subscribe. It's only $9.99 a month, and then you can go, once you've subscribed, it'll tell you where to go to download the app, and then you can start sharing information. Within the app itself, there's some training videos that will give you some insights, and then I'm also going to do that training next week that will show you how to use the system, how to follow up, and how it really works. But it's a very, very powerful tool. It's integrated with your replicated site, so you enter your member ID in, and it will give you credit because as you share assets, it'll do that. We've got some amazing new things. I met with Kyle Castile and Jaron Bastrop yesterday. There's some new enhancements coming at the beginning of the year for the app and the sampling system that you're just going to love. So it's a powerful, powerful tool. Those who are using it are getting great results. We've sent out hundreds of samples already this week. So jump in. If you don't have the app, it's a must-have tool, and then we'll do a training next week that will give a lot of insights into how to use it effectively.
Awesome. McKinley, thank you so much. And tell people the price. So I'm going to go in and I want to send a sample of XM Plus to somebody. You're going to do that letter. You're going to mail it for me, pay for the postage, send the sample. And how much is it going to cost me a sample?
Yeah, it's only $4.97. So the mailer is super impressive. If you weren't at Summit, you didn't get to see it. It's a really nice mailer. Has the letter in there. Has 2 product samples so they can take it over a 2-day period and experience it. And yeah, we take care of all of that for $4.97. If you did it on your own to create a brochure and do those kind of things, it's going to cost you more time and money to put that in and do it. So we partnered with Zija to put it at a price point that is super cost effective and makes it a no-brainer. And then you add in the other features, the follow-up system, the reporting insights. It makes it even better.
Yeah, I can't even believe you're doing that because I've sent some samples out. We didn't have the mailer, the cards, so I'm like just putting it in an envelope. It cost me that much, more than that, in postage alone, not to mention the samples, 2 samples, and this card. So this is something I'm so excited about. Next week we're actually going to do a full training on this, but you absolutely want to make sure the Natural Health Revolution app. So we just go to thezijarevolution.com, and we're going to click Sign Up to sign up. And the pricing on this is only $9.95 a month. And by the way, they used to have the other version of the app that didn't have the sampling system. It had an annual price. This is the price now, $9.99 a month. There's not an annual on it. It is a monthly. And we're going to go in, and we are going to put some contacts in and send some samples. I want everyone to commit right now, and if you're committed, put it in the chat room. Yes, this weekend you're going to get the app, and this weekend you're going to go in and put 10 people that you're going to send an XM Plus sample to, and 10 people that you're going to do a 2-minute miracle sample to, because they're going to get the product with instructions, how to use it, linking to you and to your site, so if they absolutely love it, they're going to buy it from you. And I see a lot of yes, yes, yeses. Yes, Donna, it is absolutely unbelievable. So, McKinley, thank you for your time. We're going to have you back next week when we can spend some real time on this. McKinley, I've known him for years and years and years. Obviously, he's been a vendor in this industry for a very long time. But I got to tell you, I just love technology, and I just think seems like every year it gets better and better, and there's always more and more tools. But this is incredible. I've tried sampling system sites before. They cost way more than what you're offering to people, for less than $5, and you're going to mail it for them with their own stuff. So thank you for this product, and we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Real quickly, McKinley. I'm sorry, if you can hang around for a second, because that's why I had you last, because we're about to end this and go into the Q&A, and I see some questions for you. So I would love for you to just stand by for one moment.
Happy to do it. You bet.
Let me just very quickly show everybody where you're going to get this information on our site. So my own X Factor, here's some of the stuff that we've put up for you. So again, remember, if you get the 3 little lines, that's a menu. On your phone, it's always like that. It's a mobile thing. So you can make your screen smaller and see the whole menu, but just remember, the 3 little lines, you click on it, there's a menu. So there's 2 things that we have up here right now. First of all, the main page, what happened at Summit. So you can click right here and go to the page with all of our product launches, and that's where you're going to find PDFs and documents on every single product, all of our hot products. Here we've got the documents and stuff. The link to the Zija blog is right here, but let's go to the product launches. And when we go here, here's the video. So here's like the Summit recap. Here are some videos on the More Clear Purification System. And again, these are all pulling off of their YouTube channel. So the little arrow here in the upper right-hand corner says share. This is how you share. So any of these videos, if you like them, click share. You can text them to people. You can email them to people. But more importantly is you're going to use the app, because most of these videos are in the app and more are being shared every single day. So you can go here just to catch yourself up, but when it comes to sharing with somebody, for sure you want to use the app. This is Dr. Plant's presentation at Summit. It's like 40 minutes long, I think, but this is where he brought in all these people up from the audience, and every person tested something different. So one person had beer, one person had Diet Coke, one person had, I don't remember everything, coffee, I believe, and whatever it was. I think it was 8 or 9, maybe 6 people that came up. They all had something different. In the end, he made a concoction with all of the above in it. And no matter what you put in this system, pure, delicious drinking water came out the other side. So this is what's powerful. If you want to show that to people, don't use your own unit for it. Use this video. There's a video on all the newly launched products, and of course the More Clear unit. Here's a video on the Prime, the nitric oxide. Here's a video on the 7-in-1 way for your skin with 2-minute miracle. There's a 2-minute miracle demonstration, 2-minute miracle testimonials. So that has all of the videos, and then if you go to hot products, you're going to see all of the PDFs. So this is all available in your Zija office as well. But if you want to just, we're putting it all here too, so you've got one place to go for everything. So the 12 new products that were launched, it'll take you, here's a video on some of the products. So on the More Clear, I've got a video and a PDF. On the Essentials is a PDF. The Moringa Prime is a PDF. There's all the steps on the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, video testimonials, the demonstration, the PDF, etc. So here's all these amazing products. There's where you can go to get all of those details. And what is the last thing I wanted to show you real quick? Okay, and remember, so when you go to Zija Online, here's the links directly to all the different Zija links. And I want you to, and I need to put the blog on here, so I'm glad I just remembered that. I'll have it done by the time you watch this recording. But the news, Zija News and Media Center, this is your direct link to it. If you have trouble finding it, we're going to click on that. We're going to go to the News Center, and then I want you all to make sure that you go to this every single day that you see the news. Every week, Zija sends out the Zija Mail, and in there is all the news. But this one here tells us about the Meal Pack program, the Zija blog, the links directly. So this is, remember, all the links to all of those sites are on my own X Factor. So here we are. One of the questions that just came up in the box, I'm going to show you where to get it. This new promotion. We had a double Fast Start Commission promotion that ended at convention. Here's the new promotion. It's the Team Commissions Overdrive. And all new people that are coming in, here's a document that you can download to get it. If you enroll anybody whose order, their first order is over 500 points to 999, that person will get an extra 50% on Team Commissions. So Team Commissions is 10%. What's 50% more? 15%. They'll get 15% Team Commissions for 12 cycles. If they come in with 1,000 point plus enrollment, they're going to get 15% for 24 cycles. So here we go. There's all the information, all the rules. We're going to get people in, and they're going to make 50% more money on Team Commissions. And, of course, what does that do? When they have 12 to 24 weeks to do it, they're going to build fast, and they can take advantage of getting every benefit of that extra promotion, and we can build people fast. So make sure you're plugged into all of this. There's all your news. All right, that is that. We've got some people asking questions of you, McKinley. So the first one is this U.S. only, or what about Canadians or other markets?
So it is U.S. only now. Within the next couple of weeks, we will have it in Canada as well. And then we're hoping to look at options for other markets in the next year, early next year. So that's the plan for now. And so Canada, if you stay close, stay tuned, over the next few weeks, we should have it up and ready there.
All right, U.S. now. Canada within a few weeks. What's the estimate on Europe, they're asking?
So Europe and Australia, I'm hoping to have, by first or second quarter next year.
Perfect. And will this app work? What about people who live in Europe, but they just want to prospect and use the app to send samples to prospects in the U.S.? Can they get the app in Europe and still use the app for all the other good features that are on there? And just
Absolutely.
sampling is only U.S.?
Yep, so they can use the app for, and we have several, we've got tons of distributors that are using it in those markets for those features of being able to get the notifications, to share the videos, share the other content, and and they can send samples if they have contacts inside the U.S.
Awesome. Here's a question. I'm just going to read it because I don't know that I understand it. My question on the app is, when it gets all the contacts from my phone, and there are numbers that are not really prospects, the video shows how to hide those contacts, but it's not really clear because when we go on the contact, we can only put on hot or cold contacts. So how do we swipe up and down and hide them?
Great question. We'll cover that in the training, but to give you a quick tip now, if you go into contacts, don't go into an individual contact, but if you go into contacts, in the top left corner, it says swipe. And if you tap on swipe, it will then show you where you can swipe right for hot, swipe left for cold, swipe up to hide them, and swipe down to remove them. So, for example, if you have a pizza place or you've got, a customer service place or something like that, you're not going to, send anything through the app or send them a sample, so you can swipe down and remove them. But like I said, I'll show that in the training on Saturday so you can see how that works. But if you tap swipe, you can play around with it and use it now.
Awesome. Thank you. And if the customer pays for the shipping on the free sample, then we get charged also for the samples that go out. I mean, I understand the question, so she's not clear on your payment, right? Yeah. Or is the customer?
If the customer goes to your site and pays the $4.97, there is no cost to you as a distributor to send it out. You only pay if you say, hey, I've got this list of 10 and 10 that I want to send them out to. I'm going to pay the $4.97. That's the only time you would pay. But if your customer comes to your site and pays, there's nothing that it costs you.
Okay, so I can go in my back office. I can pay it. I can send them out, or I can send somebody to my site.
Correct. And if you go to if they go to your site, let's say if you want to go right now to mjo.2mmsample.com, you'll be able to see. You go there, and there's multiple entry points there that you can go in and you can place an order for a sample. So that would be something, for example, that you're going to text that link out to people, and you can do that within the app. You're also going to do social media where, and you can see Collie's site here. So if you scroll down, Collie, it'll show them. If they come here and they hit that top button right there, or they watch the video, you scroll down, there's multiple buttons for them to say, yes, I want my miracle. So tap on one of those that says, yes, I want my miracle now. And when your contact hits one of those buttons, it's then going to take them. They click on that. It's a one-page checkout where they enter in their information, they enter in their shipping and handling, they place order, they'll pay that $4.97. We send it out. They're added to the drip campaign, and there's no cost to you. Now, if you want to send the samples out on your own, you go to thezijarevolution.com and you click on log in. And when you log in, it will then take you to the desktop version of the app, and you tap on sampling. When you tap on sampling up there in the nav bar, it's then going to take you to a place where you can then send those samples out. So really easy to do. You can also do that within the app. If you go to the business section of the app, there's a link that's mobile optimized for you to send a sample. So you can do that as well. So there's those two ways, and you'll only pay if you decide to send the sample out. If your customer comes and they pay the $4.97, there's no cost to you.
Awesome. Okay, McKinley, thank you so much. I think that's enough questions for today because we're doing the training next week, so we don't want to take any more time. We're after the top of the hour, so I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
My last question here with everybody. We'll let you go. So talk to you next week.
Great. Thanks, Colin.
Awesome. Thanks. And so I'm going to show everybody just the last thing, my own X Factor, the recordings again. Where do we get the recordings? We're going to go into training. So training, this is before you get started training, new distributor training, comp plan training, all these things being updated, and then Super Saturday training. So when you click there, that's where you're going to get all the Super Saturdays. You can find today's recording, and of course we also post it in the Zija Nation group page as well as the Zingo by Zija University page on Facebook. So the last thing is everybody's asking for these PowerPoints. So you guys are going to be blown away by the link I'm going to send you. So just one moment here. I'm going to put this in the chat box. All of these presentations, and I'm still working on a lot of these, by the way, are in our Dropbox folder, and I'm going to give you guys the link to it. So if I go to Zija, and I go to Zija Summit, I'm going to actually grab this, copy, and put it in the chat room. So if you guys click on this, you're going to, oops, sorry, Zija. I'm going to open this and then share. All right, up here. See, how come things, when you're online and you're live, especially if you're being Facebook Live, is when you're going to struggle a little bit with this. So here we go. Here are the share, because it contains a shared. Okay, create a link. Here we go. It's going in the chat room now. Maybe. Okay, there you go. It is in the chat room. You can just click on that. Those are all the corporate slides. My slides, I just got some of these slides literally this morning trying to put together one slideshow with all of them. I'm going to continue to work on that, and I will put them in there. So right now, here are all the slides from all the breakout sessions, as well as there's a corporate presentation that Kyle Castillo just sent me. Here's all the general session slides. So when we go in here, you'll see all the slides from all 5 of the general sessions. So you'll be able to get everything. I was going to put all the breakout sessions and all the general session product slides together, and didn't quite get it done before we finished or before we were ready to start this morning, but they are here for you. So you're going to go into the Dropbox, and you're just going to have to click on that link. If you are not live and you are on the phone, then you'll have to email us at sangouniversity@gmail.com and ask for the link for our Dropbox folder, and we'll certainly send that to you. So I think that's it. Thank you, everybody, for another week, another Super Saturday training. Please make sure that you get your Natural Health Revolution site set up wherever you are in the world. You should be able to get it and use it to share videos. And certainly if you know anyone in the United States, I have people call me all the time from other countries saying they have a prospect in the U.S. they'd like me to meet and talk to, which I do, but now you can send them a sample first and send them some videos. And then when we get on the phone, it'll be much, much more powerful. That XM Plus, people love it. You share that with them, they love it. You're going to get a customer. That 2-Minute Miracle Gel, they get it with the videos. They learn how to use it. They love it. You're going to have a customer. So let's use the app. Let's get some customers this week. Let's all tune in next Saturday to learn all the details about how to use that app and send out these samples. So thank you all, and we will talk to you on the next webinar. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye now.